Welcome to the Soul Sauce Podcast.
Salud, brothers.
I'm your co-host, Tobes McGobes, everyone's favorite. Nice to see you all again.
And
here we have the birthday boy. Sorry, I wanted to tell everyone, it's his birthday!
We have children sleeping.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Happy 30th. Dirty 30.
Appreciate it.
How's it feel?
It doesn't feel different. Doesn't feel different.
I'll tell you, you look a year older. Yeah.
I think I've been looking a little bit older.
Every day.
Not on keto anymore. I'm not
Yeah.
restricting my carbs, so I feel like all my wrinkles are coming out.
Yeah. Carbs will do that to you, for sure.
And I'm enjoying like good beer and like
there you go.
amazing food, so it's a good 30.
Yeah, it's a good year to turn 30. Huh?
Yeah, definitely. And for everyone else listening to the podcast, welcome. Welcome. We didn't do a podcast last week because we were getting ready for Christmas.
Busy
and
week.
it was just super crazy. I actually tried to do one and it just never happened. We just had too much to do. So
Busy.
yeah, it's super crazy.
Yeah.
So
but New Year's is in a couple days. Later 2020.
yeah. How was your Christmas?
It was awesome.
Well, we all had like the same Christmas.
Yeah, so you were with me, but it's for the listeners. It was great. Yeah. It was, it was a...
Well, I guess like feel-wise.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good way to forget about all the crap going on. It was a great Christmas, with the family. It was good. Everything, there was no, thank God our family is all healthy and everything, so it was... Right. How about you?
Yeah, I enjoyed just being around the kids and being around the loved ones, and I think just that made it Christmas.
Yeah. That's what it's all about,
And like you said, just like forgetting about everything else, around the world.
Yeah, just being together.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. So.
Well, dude, happy birthday!
Appreciate it.
Can you tell us a little more?
Absolutely not.
All right, well, that's it for the podcast. Thanks for joining. We're done. No, really. I mean, so I'm 28. I'll be 29 in a couple months.
I really thought you were like 29.
I do act a little more mature. Yes, it's probably why.
No.
Is it because I look older? Thanks, jerk.
In
no.
the Asian genes.
I'm just kidding. No, yeah. I mean, look at my mom.
The Asians normally age
really well, yeah.
Oh, do they?
Really full Asians. My mom, she's 63. She's beautiful still. She looks really good.
Shout out Mama Kim.
Shout out to my Mama Kim.
I've had a crush on Mama Kim since I've met her.
I don't want to talk about.
Well, I mean, Tom, I apologize, but
no, it's not.
No.
You gotta apologize to Rico.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Look.
Don't talk about my mama.
No, but I'm giving her mad props. Not even on your birthday. I'm giving her mad props.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. I love my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's aging really well, but I'm only half Korean, so.
Yeah, but so do you? So your dad's Chamorro, is it right? But is it considered Asian descent?
I mean it's in the Malaysian islands, so you can call us Malaysian. You can call us. We have a lot of Hispanic.
Right.
Roots in there as well.
Yeah.
Islander. I'm not sure. My dad.
Pacific Islander.
Yeah, Pacific. But I mean, like I said, I would go with Malaysian because it's in that clump of islands that are in Malaysia, so it's a Malaysian island. So, if you want to get technical, I suppose.
I suck at geography, so.
Me too, to be honest. And it's like I want to, let's not talk about that. We're both gonna embarrass ourselves.
Is that what
now?
I'm gonna get better at geography in my 30s?
If you strive
it doesn't
to be
matter.
better.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It matters for some people, depending on.
Yeah, but it's not like day-to-day knowledge that you need anymore,
right,
I guess. But anyways, so back to where you come from.
Yeah. No. No way.
Right? That's
back
right.
Before that, I was gonna ask you about because like I was saying, oh yeah, that's right. Remember I said I was 28 and you said you thought I was 20.
So
no, I'm only gonna be 29
for the longest, I thought you were 1 year younger than I was.
Yeah, no, I'm 2. Well, I'm only 2 years younger than you for a couple months because my birthday is in February, so I'll be 1 year. Yeah. But
I guess it makes sense.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just like I'm looking forward to it's a milestone, you know, coming out of your 20s.
For some people, it's like I've known people that come out of their 20s like into their 30s, or even out of their 30s into their 40s, and it's just like, you know, all hell breaks loose.
Like in a bad way.
Yeah. They let it affect them to the point where it's like, oh, my 20s are gone. I'm so old.
Right. Yeah. It's all mental because.
Yeah.
You know, just yesterday.
Well, how many people in their like 40s look way better than we do?
Tons.
Or in their 50s.
They tend to look better,
you know?
as you get older, right? Yeah. I mean,
so yeah, I mean, yeah.
It depends on the person. It's a mental perspective.
Yeah.
You see. But just for you specifically, like, you're gonna miss your 20s. Like, how do you feel going into your 30s? You know, are you gonna strive to be one of those people that's like, hey, look at my picture in my 30s. 10 times better, 10 times everything better than in my 20s, you know? Or
Yeah, for sure. I think that's everyone's goal.
Yeah.
And if it's not, then like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think like we always want to be better and get better.
Yeah.
And so naturally, if that's your thought, then, you know, I don't know. I think it's just like a natural progression.
Right.
Like for my 20s, I accomplished like what I set out to do. I bought a house in my 20s, you know. That was a big thing for me, and
you got married, had a kid.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and all those things. But what I'm saying is that, like, you know, for most people, like, buying a house is such a big thing, like, and you know, some people don't even get to buy a house.
Yeah.
You know, and that's like the second biggest or first biggest purchase.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know.
Besides a car, but that's probably.
And that's like number 2. So 1 being a house, 2, you know, being a car, and so 30s, I want to be better. I want to do better. I want to just be a better version of myself.
Yeah.
So
that's a good one to strive for.
Yeah, I'm not like looking in the past and wishing that
you were still 20 or something.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Because a lot of people take it really bad. You know, like you said, they go into depression, they spiral because they're getting older, and it's.
Finished one career in my 20s, you know.
Moved on to another.
Yeah, moved on to another career. So there's a lot of like positive things. There's like 10 solid years of my 30s to like make myself better.
It's crazy to think about it that way.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time. So.
It kind of feels like my 20s flew by though. I mean, I still got another year of them, but still, it feels like they flew when you're, you know.
Time has flown by so much.
It means something different too as you get older. You know, you've had more time, so it's a little bit more. You know, not fickle's not the right word. It just goes by so much quicker because you've had so much of it. You know.
Yeah.
As a small child, you've only been alive for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. You've been alive, so.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like I remember being 5, 6, and thinking like time was just.
Forever.
Yeah. Like. I can't wait to be a teenager.
Exactly, yeah. Or even you have to wait till the weekend. Oh, it's taking so long. School week, and now it's like, man, these days go by, and next thing you know, you're 30. Next thing you know, you're 40.
I was just thinking about that right before we went on the snowboarding trip this past weekend, and thinking like, oh man, it's gonna. 3 days is going to be a long time to wait for this snowboarding trip. I can't wait, you know? And then, like, it literally was like I fell asleep, I woke up, and...
It's over now. It's over.
We were snowboarding. And now it's over.
Yeah, my perspective, honestly, in that way has changed a lot because I was one to look forward to just, like, get so pumped for one day, for my birthday, for Christmas. And honestly, the past, like, 5 years, anytime a big event comes up Christmas, I have to calm myself down and think, don't worry, as soon as it's going to come, it's going to be over. Just, like, enjoy the moments, you know?
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. Don't just be upset waiting for, you know, just, I'm miserable, I can't wait for this one day to be here. Instead, I've been like, just enjoy your life. It's going to come, it's going to go. Before you know it, you're going to be sleeping and the day's going to be over that you were so excited for, you know? So
I forgot when to play off what you just said. I don't know where I heard this or when I heard this, but it like stuck with me. They told me just that, like, we look forward to like a certain point in our life, or during the week, or I know people measure their lives by like Christmas and New Year's and birthdays. Yeah, milestones, like you said. And I don't know where I heard this, but they were like just like you said, don't necessarily like play into like the big milestones, because you miss out like on all the tiny little
things happening in
things that happen, and you don't take like advantage, or you don't appreciate like the things that happen in between, which it makes me appreciate life a whole lot more. Because life is so short, you may not even make it to next Christmas
or next week.
I may not even make it to my 40s or 30s. I'm 40s.
Or your mid 30s. Who knows? Exactly, who knows? And that's the thing too. That's when to be honest, those big milestones like Christmas or New Year's or holidays or birthdays, they tend to be a big old SHIT storm anyways, because it's like everyone's crazy. Someone always fights and drama, all this.
I'm 30 years old. We could use 4-letter curse words, okay? I'm going to spell it out.
For any kids out there listening, I'm just trying to be respectful.
It's a CRAP storm.
Alright, now you're patronizing me. But I'll allow it, it's your birthday, so. You're always stressed out getting prepared for it. Afterward, there's drama, someone in the family goes crazy, I don't know, so just, it's the little things, especially now that we both have kids, it's those moments in between that make your life, and that you look back and you're gonna miss those days, the older you get. I'm gonna cry. Sure. I don't know, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry.
You're such a
I'm a weenie hut junior. No, honestly, like thinking about that stuff, it's, the older we get, the older I get, I think about it way more, just, oh man, how fast it all goes by.
What are you looking forward to? Because you're not yet 30, so what are you looking forward to in your 30s?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much, because I'm going to be 29. I've kind of started to think about it a little bit lately, but not, it's not like a huge milestone for me. It's cool to say, I'm going to be 30. It's a big deal,
And people make it a big deal, like dirty 30.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to feel?
Like what society has put pressure on this age 30. It's like, it's a big turning point in your life. You're either this far or you're this far, or you're running out of time. And like I said, I can tell that society has put like this stigma on turning 30. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not buying it. It's just another year for me. Like, it's gonna be cool to say I'm in my 30s,
They did that. They did that when you turn 18. Oh, you're 18 now. You're like, you can legit go to jail.
Yeah.
You're 21 now. Now you can like buy porn, drink, and like buy a pack of smokes. And I did nothing like that when I hit 18 or 21.
Yeah, I know. It's just another, life's just kind of, it's all just going.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, it's gonna be cool to just say, I'm in my 30s and I feel more mature. I don't know, just say it. But really, I'm still gonna, my life's gonna be what I'm gonna make of it. I'm gonna wait till I'm 30 to do this. I can't, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I hope I'm making at least a little bit of sense, but.
Well, the way I look at things too is like the last day of me being 29 to the first, like, today being 30, like my mindset didn't change. Like me trying to get better at life didn't change. Like me trying to better myself didn't change. It wasn't like I woke up this morning and be like, hey,
you know what,
I'm gonna get around to, like, how I put that in the back burner. I'm gonna be better today. Like, no, you're supposed to just get better.
That's what going on that, like, New Year's is coming up, and people make those New Year's resolutions, and I'm just, I know, it's just funny. It's like, it's just another day. Nothing really changes besides the month you're gonna write on your checks, or the month you're gonna see, it's just another day. Just
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I mean, some people, I guess it's good for them. It's just, I guess that's just my, well, of course, we're on a podcast. It's my personal opinion. I don't see Like, we need to wait for a new year.
Were you ever that person that was like, let me set some New Year's resolutions?
I did it. I remember when I was younger, like in college years, like, 20, 19 years old, a couple times, like once or twice, I guess, I tried to make a resolution and...
Like, I'm not going to drink this year?
It wasn't that. Not that, no. I honestly don't remember. It wasn't important to me. I just did it because it was trending. Everyone was like, New Year's resolution. And I said, okay, sure, everyone's doing it. And I probably kept it. It didn't mean anything to me. It wasn't like, oh, I have to keep this. It wasn't, no.
But shout out to the ones that like can set resolutions and stick to it.
Yeah, to each their own. Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
If that's what it takes for you, like,
I never was that person either.
Yeah.
I was just like, for me, like, it really is just a bunch of crap, and I end up just being frustrated because what happened, like, for me, I'm affected negatively because, like, I'll go to the gym and now there's an influx of like 100 people at the gym because they decided to set a New Year's resolution,
right?
And the gym is packed for the next 2 months, 2-3 months until everyone starts dying off.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's the same every year, huh?
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Now I can't hit chest Mondays because you decide to like.
Hashtag chest Mondays.
You get what I'm saying.
I do. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, but
I do. I totally get it. Yeah.
So like for me, it was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll set one this year.
Yeah.
This new year.
Try it out. And that, like, okay, when I started keto, and it was the first time in my life I really ever did anything to get fit. Because before I had kids, it was effortless. I didn't need to work out. And then I had kids, and I was like, oh man, my body changed, and so it had to be myself. It couldn't be because of a New Year's resolution. It had to be because I wanted to change in myself. And it was in the middle of the year. It was like March, or it was in the middle of the year. It was kind of, it was in March or something, or April.
Yeah, it was a random time.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want to do it because it's the beginning of a new year. It puts too much pressure, like, I'm not doing it because I want to. It's because, December 31st and, it's January 1st. I have to do this. I had to do it because I wanted to in my own mind.
And I remember having those conversations with you. And like...
Yeah, you're the one I called. You were my go-to.
Yeah, trying to get into your mind and trying to figure out, like, where you're at in this journey. Like, are you there yet mentally, physically, emotionally? Are you there at that, like, tipping point?
Where
you want to do it for yourself.
Yeah, like, exactly. Because you won't succeed at any of your goals if you don't want to do them. It's up to you to do them.
Yeah, and
you have to.
Just like anything else, like if you enjoy something, you're not gonna want to stop. If you enjoy food, you're not gonna want to just stop eating food or like enjoying how food tastes. That's just not how it works. It's not until like your favorite pair of jeans fit just a little bit too tight, or like the shirt that you always wear just hugs you around your love handles just a little bit too tight, and you're like, I think I should do something about it, But you have to be there in order for you to make that change,
Yeah, and that's what, so like that for me, that's why I'm not a big person in New Year's resolutions, but like you're saying, so many other people do them and crush them, which is cool.
Yeah,
that's what it takes to motivate them. Is a new day, as
and it may just
January 1st. So.
And it may just be like January 1st. They're at that tipping point.
Yeah, which is what happens.
But again, shout out, like, not taking away from anybody who decides to like set a New Year's resolution, set a goal just in general, and crush it, and be the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
So
whatever it takes.
Before I forget, hopefully next week. Stevie can join us. Hopefully.
Nice. Shout out to Stevie.
Shout out to Stevie.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Hopefully they all recovered from the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
So, but
that'd be fun to have another. Stevie's cool. You guys will like her.
Yeah.
She's
then at that point she's gonna be she'll be host. I'll be co-host 2, and you'll be co-host 1.
If there's co-host, then there's no host. Everyone's a co-host, right?
No, there's a host and a co-host.
No. It's co-host and co-host. Co. Right? What? Do you have input? No. We need someone smarter than us to tell us.
Told me to literally talk to a ghost behind the camera.
There's no one there, guys. I'm just looking. Anyone? Anyone?
Oh man.
Write a comment. Tell us what you think.
Nobody leaves
Is it
comments.
co-host?
You know why?
It's
Because
us,
you don't juice the YouTube.
Come on, I do. I juice on my own platforms. All right. You don't
okay, cool.
You don't have the same platforms I have. You don't know what
No,
I'm
I don't have
juicing.
those social media.
I know. That's good. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Social media is a poison. But that's for another podcast. Dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
What more can you say about a birthday? You know, it's fun. To be honest, I always grown up loving birthdays. It was a big deal, and like for my husband, they weren't that big of a deal. You know, it's just happy birthday. You know, you have your little cake.
Well,
you know,
to be fair, he legitimately has 2 birthdays. He has like April Fools. He has April Fools, and then he has this.
Shout out to my husband. So that means he's double his age what he is right now.
Dog years.
So if he turns whatever age on the 1st, then on the 7th he gets another year older, or you know, how does that work?
That's just what I was told since the get-go.
I know. Yeah. Funny story.
And he looks amazing. He looks
for being.
He looks 21.
64, right?
For being half of
Well,
64.
I digress. They were never a huge deal. You know, I mean, they were a deal. Like, happy birthday. You know, we'll have your cake later. But man, for me, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how birthdays were growing up. I mean, I guess you'd wake up to a big old surprise and happy birthday, just a huge deal. And so I've just always loved birthdays, and I like making as big of a deal as I can out of them. You know, these days I'm busy and I have the 2 girls, homeschool, all this stuff. But you know, that's how I am with birthdays. Like, come into the room with huge balloons, 30 balloons, and just
presents that say like what it is on the box.
That was an accident. All right, you have to tell them what happened now.
So Toby was like, "Hey, I have your present, blah blah blah." She puts it on the table here.
It's in the Amazon box still.
It's in just the regular brown Amazon box, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "Oh, what'd you get me?" I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm like looking at the box, and then I look on the side, and it says like aluminum carrying case, and I'm like, "Oh, you got me an aluminum carrying case."
Way
and
better than
like,
just an aluminum carrying case, but
no.
Stupid box gave it away.
Yeah, it's gonna help us carry all of our podcast stuff.
Yeah, it's a nice toolbox, but yeah, I gave it away. I should have wrapped it. But
you did. After
he saw what it was. Whatever. Yeah, but the whole spiel, you know?
Yeah.
Presents in boxes that you know what they are.
That's how I feel about like Miles, like wanting to just make it a huge deal.
Of course, yeah, for the
for
kids.
Miles, like his first was pretty legit.
It was a
I
fun
want
party.
his second, even though all this crap is happening, but I want his second to be like huge.
Now that he's more aware too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I feel the same.
And like remember my mom was like, "Oh, you know, I was the brokest mom." Like, you know, I remember like I remember my mom telling me like, "Okay, this present is gonna serve as your Christmas and."
Because it's only 5
days. Because it was
yeah.
And that I remember that kind of stuff, you know, or she would get me like, you know, maybe a smaller gift, you know, which it's when you're a kid you don't know, you know, you're just like whatever, you know, but so it wasn't always like the biggest, but she always made sure that it was like it was like a Christmas gift,
right,
and a, you know, maybe a smaller.
Good mama.
Make sure
you have something open, right?
And it wasn't
it
wasn't till I got much older that I realized like, okay, like they're 2 distinct points in my life. Yeah, you know, like because it felt like it was meshed.
Right.
You know, so
because you don't have any sense of time when you're that too, so you don't know what's going on.
And I feel like for some of the other people that have like birthdays on like the 25th or like the 26th, or New Year's, because they get like washed out. It's like
they forget
it's my birthday. Yeah, no, it's.
I've heard people say that.
Yeah. Or a day before, like the 24th.
Exactly. Yeah.
So.
Like you said, they get washed out.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You know, one thing I do want to get better at in my 30s is like the whole podcast thing and like new ventures and stuff like that. So
yeah.
And like reevaluating like all the other stuff that I took on in my 20s, like all the other
like what?
Like tattooing and like
barber.
Like being a barber is always going to be a part of me. I've done it for so long, and that's just what I do. But like, you know, tattooing, I feel like if I put enough time into it, I think it'll stick.
Yeah.
But just reevaluating,
refine yourself, refine
and like
your
sticking
talents.
to like maybe a solid 3, a solid 2,
right,
and not spreading myself so thin. So.
I heard word on the street is you wanted to learn how to weld. Is that true? Is that still true?
Yeah, well, I come from like a long line of welders.
That's true. Yeah, your grandpa made that door for you guys, huh?
Yeah. So
that's true. I forgot about that.
My grandpa, both my uncles. So I grew up around welding, and I know how to weld. Like,
you do know how?
Yeah, I do know how to weld.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I went to school in California, we had welding class and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I think if I picked up welding, I think it would be super good. But like I said, maybe dropping something that I did, you know, in my 20s, like maybe tattooing.
Okay.
I like tattooing.
Yeah.
You know,
you've gotten a lot better since you first started.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know if I could do like tattooing and welding and podcasting.
Yeah.
And the whole YouTube thing and like
you
cutting
said,
hair and
you're
it's
spreading
like,
yourself way too thin.
Yeah, and hold a full-time job. It's like, you know.
Yeah, you want to master.
Yeah, I want like a solid 2 or 3 that I can like dedicate my time to, and then like so that's what I want to do in my 30s.
I like it. That's a good goal.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's kind of like in your 20s you experimented, you kind of, you know, what's the expression I'm looking for? You know, for lack of a better term, you just tried all these different little things.
Yeah, just to see what would stick. Yeah, for sure.
So you want to refine that. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, cheers. Here's to 30.
Yeah. Yeah. Salud.
Yeah.
Salud.
I'll be there. I'll be there in another year. You know. So.
Yeah. We always have a hiccup on Wednesdays that we schedule our podcast.
It's life, baby. Come on, it's life.
It's
Can I get an amen?
Nope.
I guess not.
But so I was talking about like trying to figure out the top 2 or 3 things that I want to like master and be good at, instead of being like a jack of all trades, master of none.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. You know, like I was saying, that's a really good goal to have. I mean, the way that you experimented in your 20s is just, you kind of had a feel for what you liked. And I think I said that last podcast, like, I like commend you for it. It's super cool that you were just bold enough to go out and dive in, not be afraid to fall, not to fail, not be afraid to...
Yeah, we did talk about that last time.
Yeah, we did, you know, because I'm more of not that way, you know. I'm more, I don't know, it's just, it's cool. It's a good goal. I like it.
And I think if I took like anything from my 20s would be that like I wasn't scared to like dive into, you know, maybe a new trade or hobby. Whereas like now in my 30s, like, okay, now let me try to hone those skills.
Right, yeah.
You know? So maybe that would be something that now I'm trying to do in my 30s.
Yeah, I like it.
Not be so like risk taking. And just like run with the things that I know that I can.
Because you pretty much tried. You dove into the things that you were already interested in. You were interested. You wanted to tattoo. You tried it. You know, the only one left is welding. But you said you already knew how to do that because you were doing that.
Yeah, and it's like an expensive hobby too. Like you have to buy like metal and like the wire and all that stuff. So
you need a whole shed, you know, workplace. Yeah. Well, cheers to 30. Cheers to 30.
Appreciate it. I'm drinking this
you have to drink
nasty
after you cheers.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm drinking this nasty.
Do you know how to cheers? Do we need to teach you how to cheers in your 30s? Cheers, salud, and then you drink. There you go.
Followed up with a drink?
Just pour it out for the homies.
But shout out to this amazing koozie. So this koozie was gifted to...
It's a pop socket koozie.
Yeah, it was gifted to me by my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, Toby.
I'm both the brother and sister-in-law.
Have we ever covered that on the podcast? So not only are you the co-host...
Oh yeah, we're related. Through marriage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your wife is my husband's sister.
That seemed way more complicated.
I made that way more complicated.
But anyways, yes.
We're cuñados.
Yes,
right?
yes.
In-laws?
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, birthdays, man. I'm looking forward to mine. Can you tell me, okay, it doesn't even have to be just your favorite birthday, but, you know, a very memorable, the best, the funnest, the craziest, or the most memorable, whatever, birthday you've ever been to, you've ever seen, you've ever witnessed, you've ever been a part of. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be your own. You know, it could be like your wife's. It could be, did I have a killer birthday party one year that you were just like, whoa.
I feel like for the last, since Lauren met me, since I was 21, my birthdays and everybody's birthday that like has surrounded us has just been super rowdy.
So all of them? You're just going to say all of them? You have to pick.
They mesh all together.
Life is just meshed. I don't remember.
They're always super rowdy.
Yeah.
And we always say we don't intend for them to be rowdy, but they just end up rowdy. But I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, they're fun. A lot of them. I've been to a few of those. I was pregnant for Lauren's 30th.
Were you really?
Right, that was your 30th, right? Yep. I was super preg, didn't have one sip of anything, and all y'all were
just ripped.
It was nuts. It was nuts watching it from the outside. And then I had Charlie 4 days later. So being an outside perspective.
Oh, from Lauren's birthday? Yeah.
4 days after.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to myself for going to Charlie's the next day.
You were one of the first people to visit her.
Yeah. I was the first.
No,
person.
you weren't. You were the third.
Oh well, yeah. By default, it was your mom. And weren't you staying with your mom?
I was because
So by default.
Yeah.
I was.
Fair enough. From this side of the family, you were first.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm not saying.
Give me the lathe. Give me the lathe, and put a number one medallion.
Number one. So it's all. Anyways.
This has been like a really, really like good podcast because I feel like I don't know. I want more podcasts like that, just where we don't have an agenda.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Just
I am looking forward to next week though because I put some time into that one. That Edwin Felter's gonna be.
Next week we're gonna have Stevie and Edwin Felter.
Yeah.
Nice, tons of people.
Well, hopefully if Stevie can come.
Yeah, right.
So
what? Let's give him a preview. What are we gonna be talking about next week? Who is Edwin Felter? Let's introduce him.
I'm gonna save that for his introduction. Like I want him to open up with like who he is, because I feel like I would cut him short.
Yeah. Well, let's just say all I'm gonna say is just he's a local artist, amazing talent. We're gonna have him next week. Amazing talent,
and like for being how young, I say young, but I think he's like my brother's age. For being 26? Like his, I don't know, but maybe 25, 26, and I could be wrong. But for being that young, he has like a pretty impressive resume, you know. And
yeah, we're excited to talk about it.
Everyone respects him around these parts, and yeah, I mean, for him to have like all these songs on YouTube, I mean iTunes, you know, and so it's interesting. Like I'm pumped to like get into like what inspires him, like what drives him, what he does.
His journey. I want to know about his journey. I have.
Yeah, he's a really, really interesting dude. You know.
I'm excited to hear about that.
So, yeah, and I want him just to plug all of his stuff, you know, and we're just gonna have like tons of like questions for him.
Yeah. You know? Oh yeah, I already do. I've known him for a couple years, but I've never really talked like, you know.
Well, he's just like a funny dude. He's like a legit funny dude. I could never take him serious. But
he's cool.
He's super cool.
I see him at the store often. Okay, like twice. Not often. Just recently, it's twice. It seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out to Edwin.
But I'm looking forward to next week. That one's gonna be super good.
Next year, it'll be next year already.
Yeah, the 6th.
2021.
And, yeah, we'll catch you guys next year.
See you guys next year. Classic corny New Year's joke, huh?
I remember when you laid that on me, I was like, what are you talking about?
I know,
You're
yeah.
like, I'll see you next year. And I'm like, what?
I know. You ruined that joke. It's corny anyways. Whatever.
It is pretty corny.
Yeah.
God, there was something else.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
You know what? I want everyone to see, because we just had a little party for Ernest. I want everyone to see. Lauren, can you pull up that picture? I'm gonna show you guys a picture.
This
Ernest.
is where I fire you from the podcast.
No, I'm a tenure. Like, you can't fire me. So you guys all know.
Let me see. Let me prep it.
You're
but
not,
you have to put her.
my brightness.
Her brightness.
Okay.
Because.
Yeah,
that's another.
It hurts my eyes.
He said I look like
I
a
turn my
meme.
brightness down a lot too. Yeah, he looks like a meme. You guys have all seen the memes where it's like an awkward sitting person and they're like, when your family is singing happy birthday to you and you're sitting there awkwardly and you're just kind of
the duck face.
What do I do with my hands? You know. So Lauren took a picture of Ernest, of us singing to Ernest, you know, just now, just like a couple hours ago.
Looking like
he's a meme. Look at
looking like a slob.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say a snack.
I know that you're good. It sounded like he was
Sure.
looking like a snack attack.
Let's see.
It's
Oh, there we go. Now it's focusing.
Look
I
at
look
his
like
face.
a
What's wrong
juice
with
ball.
it? What's wrong with it?
I look like Bad Bunny had a kid with
Stop it.
Drake
With the no way, no.
and Chris Brown.
Let me see. I'll tell you right
Or
now
just
who you
turn it
look
off.
like.
I look like who do I look like?
Someone leave a comment and tell us who he looks like. He looks like Ernest. You look like you're constipated. That's what you look like.
Well, I had a lot of hot sauce.
You did. Before the party started, we were taking spoonfuls of hot sauce.
Disgusting. Which was supposed to be here for our last episode, the Bean Boozled one.
Remember that, guys?
But Christmas jacked all that.
I'm gonna meme that picture. I'm gonna meme.
I'll put it up. I'll put it up on the thumbnail.
Yeah, there you go.
Send it to me and we'll do the... Alright guys, well let's land this plane. I'll see you next week. Hopefully we'll see Stevie next week. We got Edwin Felter and shout out to my wife who's holding down the camera crew and of
the
course,
sound crew.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, Lauren, cameo, come on in.
We're missing Joe. We're missing Joe because
my
he
husband
was like
works a lot of hours. He's very hard worker.
Yeah, UPS.
He's been playing Santa, and then 2020, everyone's staying home ordering, so he's been so busy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
But when we can get him in,
we
here,
all have a love-hate relationship with like USPS, USPS, FedEx.
You just said USPS twice.
Oh, UPS, USPS. Sorry.
USPS.
USPS. Anyways.
Post office, USPS.
Box packing mail.
Cheers to Ernest's birthday. Cheers to the New Year's, guys.
We'll
Happy New Year.
see you guys next week.
We'll see you guys next year.
And that's how we end this damn
Self-five.
podcast. As always, like, comment, subscribe, drop a comment, and go follow us on the Anchor app. Later, guys.